Hello and welcome along to the Nintendo Indie Showcase that is going to start in 40 seconds. I decided not to start recording the video too much earlier because otherwise I'd just sit here talking absolute nonsense. And with an Indie Direct, it's really hard to predict anything. So who knows what we will see, but I'm sure we will find out. Hopefully it won't be too loud when it starts. I wish I would play some like music or something so I could set the levels before we actually begin. I'm not really expecting anything here, so whatever it is, it's going to be what it is. Okay, 10 seconds. Then hopefully we won't get deafened by a sudden blast of sound. In 3, 2, 1.
Peggy 16.
Turn it down a little bit. There we go. Let's try this. Let's see what they have on offer. Still a bit loud. Bring it down a bit. There we go. Indie World. That's what they call now.
And welcome to Indie World. I'm Amber.
Hello, Amber.
Paul.
Hello, Paul.
We're back to show you some indie games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Let's dive right in.
I wonder if they'll shadow drop anything. Ooh, RPG looking game. I like the style of this. Not sure I'll ever play it. But it does look nice. Do you like me a bit of turn-based RPG in sometimes? Sea of Stars. Okay.
Fans of classic RPGs with modernized elements will want to check out Sea of Stars. It tells the story of two children of the solstice, a lunar monk and a solar blade dancer. They must combine the powers of the sun and the moon to perform eclipse magic.
Ooh.
The only thing that can fend off monsters created by an evil alchemist known as the Fleshmancer.
Fluid and engaging turn-based combat. Stunning dynamic lighting. A world where you can traverse freely and explore every nook and cranny. And that's just scratching the surface. Not to mention the incredibly moving story with plenty of twists and turns. It's also set in the same universe as The Messenger and serves as a prequel. But don't worry, you don't need to have played The Messenger to fully enjoy.
That's good, because I haven't.
And get this, some of the music was composed by none other than the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda, who composed music for Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Sea of Stars launches on Nintendo Switch, winter.
Still a while away. Okay, the interesting one. Another puzzly game.
嗨，我是世权。
嗨，我是 Nate， 我们是 Underscore Team， 很高兴有机会带来这款游戏。阿丽莎，
希望借由 Asia 与绿夏的冒险旅程，可以让我们重新体验到人生当中会面临到许多痛苦的选择。
See, I never know where I want the
这也是我们创作阿丽
cheese.
莎的初衷。
希望你可以开始寻找你的伙伴，因为阿丽莎接下来会在Switch上与大家见面。利用独特的操作玩法，我们也预期可以为你与伙伴之间带来非常不一样的体验。我们Switch上见吧，拜。
There's plenty to admire in this puzzle adventure game. For twin sisters Aisha and Lisha, cooperation is key in safely navigating this deserted temple. The game makes creative use of the various input options
We'll leave the
available
cheese
on
there.
Nintendo Switch. Each sister is controlled differently, and you can control both via solo or local co-op play.
Okay.
With Aisha, you'll use motion controls
Oh
with
dear.
Joy-Con controllers in TV mode. And with Lisha, you'll use touch controls to guide the helper robot Ambu in handheld mode.
However you choose to play, you'll need the sisters to work together by exchanging clues and operating
do you
devices
play
that can help you go deeper
co-op
inside
then?
the temple.
If one's
But be
touchscreen,
careful,
one's...
It's filled with all sorts of menacing monsters and treacherous traps, some of which can trigger different
Or do you need
endings.
your own switches? And what happens if you've both only got a Switch
Heartfelt,
Lite?
Overlapping music when playing with a friend, coupled with the emotional story, will complement your journey to uncover the secrets residing within.
Alicia, the Oblivion of Twin Goddesses, launches as a console exclusive on Nintendo Switch, spring 2022.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Adam.
Hello,
And I'm
Adam.
Joe. We're two brothers who started our own indie studio in order to make a classic point-and-click adventure game. Today,
Not my
we're
thing.
excited to announce our debut title, Locomotive.
Set aboard a 1930s express train, you find yourself caught in the middle of a deadly mystery, full of twists, turns, and larger-than-life characters. Soul-satisfying puzzles, and clear your name once and for all.
We both grew up playing point-and-click adventure games, and it's been a long-term ambition for us to put our own spin on it.
We can't wait for you to play Locomotive.
I'm not going to play it, I'm
The Nintendo
afraid.
Switch
Really not my style.
Welcome aboard the Royce Express, where my guests indulge in luxury travel, fine dining, and murder. Well then, who's at hand to catch my killer? There's my trusty lawyer, a would-be detective, and Her Majesty's Secret Service. There's just one problem. They're the suspects. With puzzles to solve, palms to grease.
I don't like the
clues
pixel art
to
style for
uncover.
this at all.
They better prove their innocence fast, or it's the
I always find it's like, at least with a point and click, the visual should look good.
It's Locomotive.
Yeah, that is definitely not something I'm interested in at all. Sorry.
Ooh, I do love me a good murder mystery.
Then you'll love Locomotive, a single-player point-and-click comedy adventure. Climb aboard the Royce Express and investigate the suspicious death of Lady Unterwald.
You'll play as a straight-laced lawyer, an amateur detective, and an undercover agent at different points in the story. Along the way, you'll meet a fully voiced cast of quirky characters and solve head-scratching puzzles to prove your innocence. Figure out who done it and what locomotive inspired them to murder in the first place. Locomotive steamrolls onto Nintendo Switch.
That is a
summer
god-awful
2022.
pun.
Rama, wake up! It's almost 1 p.m., you sleepyhead.
Nothing wrong with getting up at 1 p.m.
Your friends are waiting for you. Come on.
Those were the days. Story about love,
I miss
music,
you.
friendship.
You need to live your life.
I can't. This is not appealing to me at all. I don't really know what sort of game it is, but yeah, that's again not a game for me. Sorry.
On behalf of the Pixelnesia team from Indonesia, I'm proud to announce our upcoming game, Afterlove EP. Afterlove EP is a modern-day story of music, loss, acceptance, loving others as well as yourself. While the game is heavily inspired by the aesthetic and storytelling format of the Japanese manga, the game itself is set in Jakarta. We want players to experience this vibrant place we call home, which is also considered as the melting pot of the multicultural people of Indonesia. We cannot wait to let you experience our unique narrative adventure and explore our interpretation of Jakarta.
From the creative director of What Comes After and Coffee Talk comes a stirring narrative about love, loss, and lyricism. Set in Jakarta, Indonesia, Afterlove EP focuses on young musician Rama, who struggles to compose music after his girlfriend Cinta passes away.
Oh dear.
By communicating with Cinta's voice inside his head, Rama will learn how
Oh
to
dear.
cope with grief, forge new relationships, and even potentially love again.
A mixtape of visual novel, rhythm game, and narrative adventure, After Love EP challenges you to complete an EP of music to fulfill a promise made to Cinta. There are multiple endings based on the choices you make, as well as an original soundtrack from Indonesian band Alfalfa, and striking art direction from Soyatu.
Start anew in After Love EP, launching on Nintendo Switch, summer 2022.
Okay. Again, I don't think that's one for me. Ooh, little zombie boy. With a stick. Fighting trees. Getting killed by trees. It's those evil trees again. Just decapitated a banana. It's like, okay. Dungeon Munchies.
I'm hungry. I could go for a snack. Or for some dungeon munchies.
Then this 2D side-scrolling action platformer should definitely satisfy your craving. You are dead. Well, you were dead. And now you've been revived in a mysterious underground facility. But forget hanging around here. You've got to get out.
With the help of the undead necro chef Simmer, you'll hunt down
Of course.
monsters, then cook and eat them. There
Of
are
course.
around 100 dishes that provide various abilities. One dish, for example, might give you the power to serve up new combos.
Ew, shrimp
So you are
pancake.
what you eat.
That's horrible.
Literally, this game is a great place to get locally sourced and farm-fresh monsters. So mix and match to get the right meal for your playstyle. And let's not forget the eclectic cast of characters, hilarious side-splitting story, and charming 2D pixel art. Better bring a voracious appetite when Dungeon Munchies devours its way onto Nintendo Switch
Later today. That's not something I'm going to pick up.
Hej med jer. Jeg hedder Niels. Jeg er spilinstruktør og lyddesigner hos Bedtime Games. Jeg har lavet spilmusik i over 10 år. Vores kommende spil, Figment 2, er fyldt med masser af musical boss fights og andre lydlæggerier. For at få de mest punchy lyde, har jeg været ude ved mit træsvær og smadret på havegriller og kaffekander. Musikken i Figment indordner sig efter dig. Vi har brugt rigtig meget energi på at få lyd, musik og gameplay til at spille sammen. Og vi glæder os rigtig meget til at vise jer spillet. I'm coming back to the surface. I need time to make things right.
I can't say I've ever been a fan of lyrics doing game music. It always just sounds weird.
We're already on to the next segment?
Yep, this isn't a figment of your imagination.
Oh, very funny. In this musical puzzle adventure game, you'll make your way through a rhythmic world set in the human mind. Unfortunately, nightmares are spreading chaos everywhere. It's up to you to put an end to their fearsome schemes. Play solo or locally with a friend as you wield your trusty sword in engaging combat. Manipulate environments to solve compelling puzzles, and have symphonic showdowns against some musically menacing bosses.
That sounds like trouble. Or trouble.
Ugh. Figment 2, Creed Valley, begins its symphony on Nintendo Switch February 2022. A free demo will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about anything so far.
Deep sea diving? Check. Investing? Check. Drawing? Check. Surviving on the moon? Check that too. A slew of board games from developer Oink Games are coming to Nintendo Switch.
Go on thrilling and risky treasure hunts in deep sea adventure. Become the biggest investor in startups. Catch the sketchy rogue and don't get caught in a fake artist goes
I'm
to
sure
New
there's a
York
market for
and
this.
recover supplies with
It's
your
just
fellow
not me.
astronauts to survive in Moon Adventure. The games are designed to be easy
Oh,
to
I like my
understand.
t-shirt. Look, it's
They
like
also
showing
capture
behind.
and recreate the feel of their original tabletop versions.
You can play all the games locally and online. So
That's
you can play
good.
with
It's
friends
nice
near
that you
and
can
far.
play online.
Get together and play on one system, or create a room with friends. More games will also be added in the future.
Start a game night with Let's Play Oink Games, launching as a timed console exclusive on Nintendo Switch later today.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one as well.
Hi, I'm Javier, CEO and programmer at Heroic Studios.
Hi, I'm Iris. I'm working as an environment artist for our upcoming title, Endling Extinction is Forever.
We wanted to create a game that raises awareness about how the world may be in the near future if we don't change our consumption habits.
The environment is mainly presented during night, since we want to emphasize a fox's natural behavior and contrast a calm but deteriorating world and human threats during the day.
We hope that Endling may encourage everyone to reflect, but also that players around the world can enjoy its story, gameplay, and cuteness.
It's a game where you're a fox. Oh, little rabbity thing. I think it's a baby fox, not a rabbity thing. No. Yeah, I don't think I can play this one now. No, don't get the babies eaten by an owl.
As the last mother fox in Endling Extinction is Forever, you'll need to keep your 3 cubs alive and lead them to safety in a world ravaged by humanity.
In this game, blending stealth, survival, and adventure, you'll make your way through devastated environments to reach the one place on Earth where humans can't hurt you. Along the way, you'll hunt other animals to feed your cubs, as well as teach them new skills to make them less vulnerable to predators. I really hope they make it.
I do too. But in the end, how many of your cubs survive the perilous
No!
journey is up to you.
That's rubbish.
Extinction is
That's
Forever
horrible.
launches on Nintendo Switch, spring 2022.
I'll give that one a
Here's more
miss.
info about the skateboarding action platformer Ollie Ollie World from our friends at Roll7 and Private Division.
Far across the Ollie Ollie world is Radlandia, a nation forged by the skate gods. Join your crew and travel across our beautiful land. Wall ride among the trees, forge new paths through the desert, or cross moving platforms in picturesque Sketchside. You'll see some weird stuff along the way, but don't worry, that's just part of your journey to Nirvana. There you'll compete with champions, challenging each other's skills to win rewards, and create new routes to share with your friends. So come shred by the sea, chase a bee, meet a tree, get on down to Radlandia, and achieve Nirvana.
Okay.
Bonus items? Oh, nice. Get me some of those.
Ollie Ollie World rolls onto Nintendo Switch February 8th, 2022. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Never understood the point of pre-orders with digital downloads.
And I'm Colleen Fannin, producer of River City Girls 2.
I've been a River City fan since the days of the Nintendo Entertainment System, and in fact, this is the 3rd River City game I've worked on. So I'm thrilled to bring you an all-new adventure starring Misako, Kyoko, Kunio, and Ricky.
We were blown away by the response to the first River City Girls. So, for the sequel, we're including everything players loved about the original, plus a whole lot more, including online co-op.
We're working really hard to get this game into your hands as soon as possible. In the meantime, please enjoy our debut trailer for River City Girls 2.
Music, great. Gonna get me copyright strikes, it is. I played a little bit of the first one, the River City Girls. I'm not a big fan of like beat 'em ups. I think I played the original one on the Xbox. It was on Game Pass for a bit. I don't know if it's still on there.
River City Girls 2.
More baddies to take down? Let's go!
Right there with ya. Way Forward is back with the sequel to the acclaimed beat-em-up, River City Girls. There's trouble brewing once again in River City.
Oh, Kelly, what are you doing?
Stakes,
Cat's
meaner
knocking things
streets,
off.
and even more over-the-top humor. Take control of one of 6 characters, including returning powerhouses Kyoko and Misako. Each character has their own fighting style and upgradable movesets, which you'll need as you set off on a new quest, picking up where the first game left off.
And when we say new, we mean it. New moves, enemies, areas, items, and a new soundtrack by the first game's composer, Megan McDuffie. Not to mention branching paths, as well as a return of a familiar foe. Get the fists flying solo, or team up with a friend, locally or online. What do you say, Paul? Ready to give some goons the old 1-2?
Oh, heck yeah!
River City Girls 2 punches its way onto Nintendo Switch, summer 2022. We've got several more innovative indie games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Are we gonna get a sizzle wheel?
From painting the world to a management sim with dinosaurs. Enjoy!
I wonder if they'll do any more. Chalkery, a colourful tale. Baby Storm. Oh dear. I don't know, that doesn't look good. Grime. Very Metroid vibes on this one. Guardia, Flame in Winter. Just in case I'm sat in front of the words and you can't see what the games are called. That's why I'm saying them. Tamelli. Tamelli? I'm not sure how you pronounce that one. Oh, a little cat in it though. Behind the Frame, the finest scenery. I wonder what they're going to finish with. I imagine we've got one more thing.
That's all for today's Indie World. Or not. We've got one more game.
I knew it. I knew it. One more thing. He's just going to shadow drop. So the thing with an indie world is you can never predict what's going to be here. So far, nothing has really caught my eye. And I don't think this is going to either. Kelly. Well, that showed us nothing.
The critically acclaimed RPG Omori is making its
Never
way
heard of it.
onto Nintendo Switch.
Travel back and forth between two strange and vibrant worlds, each one brimming with colorful friends and foes to uncover a forgotten past. You'll experience an unconventional
Play
story
Earthbound
and
sort of
turn-based
style.
battle system, supplemented by warm illustrations by renowned artist Omocat, who also produced, wrote, directed, and coded much of the game. Omori does lean into some heavy topics, so be prepared. It's quite the journey.
Omori launches on Nintendo Switch spring 2022.
Okay. I've never heard of that
And
game.
that's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the lineup of games in today's showcase.
As always, we'd like to thank everyone in the indie community working on games for Nintendo Switch. And thank you for watching.
Until next time, happy gaming!
Okay. that was the indie world. Hopefully there were things there that you liked the look of. For me, there was nothing. It's like nothing there to make me go, oh, that's interesting. It was all very standardy stuff, so yeah. But it's always nice to get new games, and I'm sure there's people out there that are going to enjoy some of those announcements. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you the next time we have an Indie World, or better still, a Nintendo Direct. Catch you later.